This is Nathan Cruz with Carlson Software, and in this video I'm going to show you how the new Carlson Precision 3D Topo tool can be used to visually edit your surfaces that have been created by other design packages. So in this example we have a new road and parking lot design and building site design that was created I believe with Carlson Civil Suite. And what we're going to do is texturize. We're going to use the auto texture. We're going to texturize and colorize and dress the system up. But we're also going to use those textures in this 3D environment to try to spot surface anomalies that would not work if you were to send this land XML file out for machine control. And so what I'm going to do is start with the auto texture command. And we're going to do asphalt. And what I'm going to do is pick a few points. I think we'll have it extend down there as well. The more points that you pick, the more that you define the area and slope averaging. And then we're going to hit apply. Okay, did a pretty good job. You picked up the design road pretty well. Picked up most of the parking lot area. We have a little bit of an anomaly going on in here, and that is pretty easy to fix. So I'm just going to end the command and I'm going to grip this texture polyline. What I'm going to do here is I'm just going to remove these vertexes. And I'm going to come down in here. So I've got a couple of extra guys going on in here. I'm also going to turn on the surface node snap. So if I put the surface in wireframe, just to illustrate what we're snapping to, you can see that as I move my mouse cursor over a triangle face node, basically the points in the surface, you're going to get a nice highlighting effect for the snapping. So that's one of the ways that you can work in 3D without it being in wireframe and actually see this multi-textured environment and still be very, very accurate on your picks. So here I'm just going to take this guy out as well, and I'm going to go ahead and snap this guy up to that same node. Now I could probably add another vertex in here if we wanted this to go down and across. So I could just drag this guy out to here, and that pretty much cleans that up. So now we have our textured boundary. Let's see, I think another area that we had wasn't exactly perfect was down in here. And so all I'm going to do again is drag and drop and snap to those node edges. And that looks like I've got a nice clean solution. Now I'm going to highlight these rock cut areas quickly. Again, I'm going to be using the surface auto texture command. I'm going to turn off my snaps. I'm going to switch this to a stone rock that looks good at a 10 scale. And I'm going to change the color of this polyline to cyan. And what I'm going to do is pick my points. And hit apply. And there we go. We've got a nice rock cut face in there. I'm going to do the same thing in this area as well with the same texture. So you just pick the points and then you press the A key to go ahead and apply that. and we'll apply that. It's not perfect, but we'll be able to grip at it and fix that up in no time. And I'm going to do a little bit more in here. You don't always get a solution. If the triangles are just not similar enough in slope, then basically you can't get a solution. But what we can do is just draw a polyline and assign the textures that way as well. So I'll do that really quickly. Again, I'll turn on my node snap and set my polyline to drape to surface. And what I'm going to do is just follow the triangle nodes right up this hill, automatically snapping to it, so get a perfect outline. And we'll put a few more points in along this curve. Again, by using those triangle node snaps, you know that you're right on the vertices, and it's a nice. And then I'll press C to close. And I'll go to my textures, and I'll go ahead and pick that stone texture again, and I'll drag and drop it onto the area. So those are the two techniques for doing that. And then I think I will fix this guy here real quick. So would like for it to come up to here and for this guy to extend down to this node. That looks like it makes the most sense. Over here we have some anomalies that look like need to have a little bit of surface editing done to them, and I will show you that in a follow-up. Yeah, we'll snap that right up there. There we go. So that's your very quick texturing. And next we'll follow up with some basic surface editing in the next video.